Sup everyone, we are back with a new GPO video. In today's video, I will be reviewing the new Ope fruit. We will be looking at how OP performs at the following things. First, farming/bosses. Second, Colosseum and Lore Aid. Third, Kraken/sea beasts. And as last, PvP. Once again, thanks to my friend for lending his account. Let's get into the video. Oh, and also make sure to use my code ShisuiXII when buying Robux. Enjoy. Alright, at the moment I have 500 in fruit. This much is enough if you are using OP more as support. In the first mode of OP you can only use Z and X as AoE damage. The Z skill does around 300 damage per NPC, and the X skill less than 100, which is pretty low in my opinion. The R skill is a single target, which isn't that great for farming multiple NPCs. But, regardless, it's a cool skill. If you manage to hit an enemy with less than 10% HP, it will have this cool heart exploding finishing. Now for the regular mode, which I prefer over the Surgeon one. This mode has bigger AoE and ranged skills, which is better for farming overall, especially the tact skill. It has high damage and big AoE. And also the R skill. It got great range and a decent AoE. Overall for normal NPC farming I will give this fruit a 6.5. It doesn't have a good barrage skill like Pickeray, but it's not as bad as Cage either. It got enough AoE skills, especially if you switch among the two modes frequently. However, the range is limited, since you can only hit what's inside the room. You can use Ope, but there are better options. For boss farming this fruit has potential. There are a few skills like the ult and tact that can deal really high damage. As you can see, 1000 plus damage with the ult. OP also has some combo extenders and stunning skills, which means it could serve as a great support when you are doing it with friends as well. For boss farming I will give this fruit a 6.5 as well, mainly for the same reasons. There are just better options, so why choose OP? As you know, the factory and Colosseum were added this update. They both give the person with the highest damage a legendary chest. This means that you need to have a high damaging build. Unfortunately, it's pretty hard to compete with fruits like Picker and Mochi, since OP doesn't have good barrage skills like they do. Also, some skills don't even work on the factory, like the ult. You could use skills like tact which have decent damage, but the cooldowns are quite long, so it won't make up. This puts this fruit in a big disadvantage and makes it quite bad for the factory raid. However, in the Colosseum raid you have higher chance of getting a legendary chest, because the whole top 3 gets a legendary chest here. If you just have 2 friends that can carry you through, it will be no issue. All in all, I give the OP fruit for this category a 6. Since this category involves competing with others, it's probably unlikely that you will deal the highest damage. However, in the Colosseum you have a better chance of making it to the top 3, so that's why I give it a 6. Now for Kraken farming. Right at the bat I can say is that OP doesn't have any practical mobility, so luring Krakens isn't optimal. Let's bring this Kraken back. I can already tell that this fruit has a lot of issues. The room is too small to cover the Kraken, which means I can't do any skills on the Kraken. Not being able to reach the Kraken from the tower is really annoying. I have to take all his hits now, which makes my HP low, and also slows me down a lot. Tact is one of the few skills that work against a Kraken, but the damage is not that high. This skill is not that bad, but the range kinda sucks. And some skills don't even work, like this one. Surprisingly this one works though. And it deals pretty decent damage as well. I think I have shown enough to say that OP is pretty bad for Kraken farming. Hence, why I give this fruit a 5 for Kraken farming. First of all, the room size sucks for the tower method. On top of that, the skills do pretty low damage and have a small range. Not to forget, some skills are useless against Kraken. This is probably the part you care the most about. Spoiler alert. It is quite OP for PvP. Alright, so this fruit has a lot of combo potential. You can use different swords and fighting styles, which makes this fruit pretty fun in PvP. Here is a little combo with Piramochi. As you can see, 800 damage. Here is another combo with Trident. And lastly, this fun candy cane trick. It's impossible to escape unless you go outside of the room. For PvP, I give this fruit a solid 7.5. It is a great support fruit and has good combo potential. You can make good use of shambles with candy cane R. However, the room size may be an issue sometimes. My overall rating is a 6.5 for this fruit. It's obvious that OP lacks on the PvE side, but it performs alright on the PvP side. In my opinion, the fruit was much better before the tac nerf for farming, but now it's kinda bad. The fruit gets boring quite quickly as well, so I don't think it's worth all the hype it has at the moment. With that being said, peace out.